Z is a ladies' man. And I don't know, I guess I just felt like it wasn't genuine. So I don't know, Virgo, maybe your relationship is now getting to a genuine point. Yeah. Where you both feel the same way about each other, whereas you probably didn't feel the same way about each other in the beginning. Because let's be honest, if you really love someone, if you're really genuine about somebody, you would never allow a third party situation to happen. Let's just keep it a buck, okay? Yeah, if you really love someone, you don't want to hurt that person, you would never allow them to you would never allow a third party situation to happen where they could be hurt. Yeah. What's that song by Beyonce and Mary J. Blige? So you think you know how to love a woman, but I feel there's still some things you need to know. Don't nobody want to walk into a room full of women and they know information about your man that you don't even know. Okay? That's what I'm getting at with this, Virgo. Yeah. Um but yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune here, life is getting better. Things are getting back to normal. It says cherish the bliss. Cherish the bliss. Make the most of it. In a flash, it could be gone. You get what you give. What you send out in the world will return to you. It speaks about meditation. I spoke about meditation. It says have faith. I spoke about religion. Yeah. Keep your heart open. Yes, we started that out in the beginning, Virgo. How you could be a little stubborn, you got to open up. You got to keep your heart open. It will help you to grow. Go with the flow. It speaks about go with the flow, sudden opportunities. Follow your intuition, baby. Follow your intuition. Follow your dreams, Virgo. So we got a page card here. Whenever I see page cards, I think of children. I say honor your inner child. Do something you've always wanted to do to honor your inner child. Have some fun, Virgo. Yes, I also speak about childhood healing. Maybe there's some things from your past, from your childhood that you need to heal, or you could just be reminiscing about your childhood. The good times you had in your childhood. Either way, you want to be honoring your inner child, whether you're healing something within you or you're having fun. Yeah, honor your inner child. So with this page of cups, it speaks a lot about following your intuition. It speaks a lot about following your dreams. Yeah. So with children, they're always curious. Children are curious. They want knowledge. They want to learn. So Virgo, I feel like you could be learning. So cups is about emotions and feelings. So I feel like you may be learning about emotions and feelings, how to express your emotions and feelings, how to maintain your emotions and feelings. I definitely think that you're learning about your emotions and feelings, honoring your emotions and feelings. Maybe even reading books on how to express your feelings or your emotions. Yeah, but there's definitely some learning going on when page cards come out. And seeing that it's in cups, I feel like you're learning, how to express your feelings and emotions. Yeah. So yeah, it says being curious, trusting your intuition, following your intuitive messages. It speaks about creative opportunities, possibilities, feeling your emotions. Yeah. Feeling your emotions out the blue. You got me feeling emotions deeper than I've ever dreamed of. Somebody got you feeling some emotions, Virgo? Ooh, that's big if somebody has you feeling emotions, Virgo, because they say Virgos can be a little cold-hearted, having no emotions, having no feelings. So yeah, I definitely think that's something that you're working on, Virgo. Yeah, somebody has opened up your feelings and emotions. That's beautiful. But yeah, it speaks about out of the blue possibilities and opportunities, tapping into your creativity, when you're open to it, having an open, curious mind. We spoke about that. Embracing your inner child. Yes. Anything is possible, Virgo. Dream the impossible. Express your feelings. Express your feelings. Let your feelings show. Express your feelings, Virgo. Let your feelings show. Don't bottle them up. I think I spoke about that in the beginning with that Queen of Swords. That Queen of Swords is really sticking out to me because it spoke about having repressed feelings and emotions. Yeah, you have to get that out. You have to get your feelings and emotions out, Virgo. You can't leave it bottled up inside. And that's what the oracle said as well. It's time for healing. It's time to retreat and heal, Virgo. Yeah, so that you can get to this beautiful turning point, this destiny with this wheel of fortune, this destiny, this good luck, this beautiful turning point, this soulmate. Yes. You gotta stand your ground. Stand your ground. But yeah, it says pleasant surprises are in store. Babies, marriage, love, new projects. Be ready to receive when the moment comes. Baby. We just left Leo season. I think I had the same thing with Leo. Or was it Sag? You know, about babies and marriage and joy and happiness. It could be a new project, a new career, but you have to be ready to receive when the moment comes. You have to be mentally ready. You have to be mature, yeah, to receive these pleasant surprises when the moment comes. Yeah. Babies, marriage, yeah, love, new projects. Look, you got soulmate here with Wheel of Fortune. You just have to stand your ground. You just have to stand your ground, Virgo. Yes. All right, let's get to the middle because there's some hurt, there's some pain, and there's some loss. Let's get into it. So with the Three of Swords here, swords, like I said, is air energy. Um, it's all about your mental health. And your heart is broken. There's a broken heart here. Look at the swords going through the heart. Your heart is in pain. Yeah, your heart is in pain. Um, Look, this is a piece of jewelry. I feel like you still have someone's belongings. Look, there's even a piece of hair in it. So I always speak about, the loss of a loved one, the death of a loved one, um, divorce, breakup. Yeah. Um, there's a major heartbreak going on here, Virgo. Yeah. And I feel like you still have their belongings. Yeah, I feel like you still have their jewelry or their clothing or maybe even a piece of their hair. Maybe there was the death of someone and you still have a piece of their hair. Um yeah. But it speaks a lot about being deeply hurt. It speaks about emotional pain. We just got done speaking about emotions and feelings over here, and reaching out to counselors, life coaches, and therapists, that can give you the tools on managing your emotions and your feelings. There's a lot of sorrow here. There's a lot of grief. There's a lot of hurt. It speaks about pain inflicted by words, actions, and intent on the emotional and physical self. Yeah. What's backing us up? Then we got the Five of Pentacles backing us up. Pentacles is you, Virgo. Um, Pentacles is earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. It's all about money. It's all about career. I feel like something happened here. There's a major loss here that could have affected your career, your money. So if you see they're out in the cold. They're out in the cold. Always get homelessness with this. Being homeless, being injured or ill, and they're in front of a church. Um, and like I said, churches, missions. Um, hmm, yeah, there's a major loss here. Someone could even be injured, homeless. Um, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. And then we got the beautiful Empress here. Let's go deeper with the Three of Hearts financially. Yeah, so with the Three of Swords, we have isolation, withdrawal. It's like you've isolated yourself. You have withdrawn yourself from other people. It speaks about absence. Maybe you've been absent. It speaks about depression, separation, unhappiness. Yeah, grieving and sorrow, loss, alienation. It's like you have alienated yourself from everything and everybody. Um, let's see, financially, you might be experiencing a material loss. Yeah. You might be experiencing a material loss at the moment, or at the very least, something in your financial situation is stressing you out a lot. Financial and emotional repercussions of a breakup. Yes, I picked up on divorce too. Yeah, because when we started out, the Queen of Swords, she was a divorced woman. Yeah. You might be experiencing a material loss at the moment, or at the very least, something in your financial situation is stressing you out. Financial and emotional repercussions of a breakup include the possibility of having to divide your assets in the event of divorce, or the possibility that you won't be able to continue to afford your apartment alone. Yeah. Currently, all of these things may seem overwhelming. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. But also but also keep in mind that you shouldn't put off taking care of these things. It is recommended to find help. You can get through this. You can get through this, Virgo. If this resonates with you, if you're going through something where you're breaking up, separating, divorcing, and you have to split up assets and properties and shit like that, you can get through this. You don't want to avoid it though. Yeah. I know you might be feeling out in the cold. Yeah. Um hurt, in pain about this, but you have to move on. Yeah, you have to move on because you got an abundance baby that's waiting on you. Mhm. The Three of Swords and finance is not a good omen because it might portend loss and disruption. You might have experienced a monetary loss or an emotional loss that has monetary repercussions. Yeah. Even losing someone to death can cause a monetary repercussion. Yeah. Even if things may not have gone as planned, this is not the time to bury your head in the sand. You hear me, Virgo? This is not the time to bury your head in the sand, start drinking, sexing, and working shit away. Yeah. You got to face it. You must develop a step-by-step strategy for handling your finances. You can get through this if you tackle each assignment one at a time. You could get through it. You most definitely could get through it, Virgo. Yeah, and then you got the beautiful Empress here. This is abundance. This is all about beauty and abundance. This glare. Yeah. The Empress is all about beauty and abundance. This is a nurturing female. This is more female energy. We started out with the Queen of Swords, which is female energy. Motherhood. So I'm picking up on mothers here, grandmothers. Like I said, female energy. The Empress is abundant. Yeah. It's all about loving yourself. We go through shit. We go through shit that could make us feel less than, but we still have to take care of ourselves. We still have to love on ourselves. Um, it speaks about full-figured women. She looks pregnant to me, but the description says full-figured. So Virgo, I feel like you could be full-figured. I feel like you could be pregnant, even pregnant. Yeah, because it speaks about fertility, and I get fertility in two ways. So I get fertility with manifestation, It's time to wave your magical wand and turn your dreams, goals, and desires into what you want them to be. And I get fertility with ovulation, having children, getting pregnant. Um, so yeah, there is fertility here. Um, but you want to love yourself. Full figure, pregnant, moles, stretch marks, and all. Flaws and all. Like Beyonce say. Flaws and all. Love yourself. Yeah. Beyonce said, I'm a bitch in the afternoon. She said, I don't know why you love me. She's saying, I don't know why you love me because I'm a bitch. So Virgo, you could know that you're a little bit bitchy. But you still don't know why this person loves you. Or maybe you figured out that, you were a little too bitchy. That's why things didn't work out. But yeah, either way, you can't keep beating up on yourself. You can't keep beating up on yourself, Virgo. You gotta handle the shit gently. Like Nicki Minaj say, stop beating up on yourself. Handle it gently. Show yourself some love and care. It speaks about peace. Being by the trees, being by the water, the forest, the lakes. Yeah, I don't trust the water these days. They are very dangerous. People are drowning and dying. But yeah, you just want some peace. Like I said in the beginning, I picked up on Lady Sings the Blues. Where you just go somewhere for healing, for treatment and care. Yeah, it's time to give yourself some healing and some treatment and some care. It may be medical treatment. It may be emotional, mental treatment, couples treatment, whatever it is. Make sure that you are retreating and addressing and coming to resolutions about things. Yeah. Create beauty in your life. Connect to your senses. Have a spa day. Go to a fine eatery. Spend more time with your partner. It's all about creating a comfortable lifestyle. Even though you went through some shit over here, Virgo, you gotta move on. You gotta create that comfortable lifestyle for yourself. Dreams do come true. You are growing. Yeah. It speaks about being a mother, being a caretaker, get grounded, spend quality time with family and kids. Yeah. Spending time with kids helps you to remember how to be carefree. Yeah. If you watch kids at the playground, they are so carefree. They don't have a care in the world. They are just having fun. Not Leo, Virgo. We just left Leo season. Virgo, it's time to have some fun. It's time to leave your cares behind for a little while and have some fun. Yeah. Spend some time with the kids. All right, let's go over here. I'm running out of time. Let's end it over here. We got more hurt and pain. The thing with the Five of Cups speaks a lot about forgiveness. Yep, there's that big word, forgiveness. Yep, it's time for some forgiveness, Virgo. It's time to forgive. The forgiveness is not for the people that hurt us. The forgiveness is for us so that we can heal and move on. I'm getting Usher. We ain't good, but we still good. Usher said, I hate that we didn't make it to forever, but I'm still happy for you. I still wish you the best. Yeah. So even though you're not good, good, you should still be good. You should still, wish people the best and move on. Yeah. Yeah. Because right here, it's just like, you're hurt, you're devastated, you're drinking it away, working it away, trying to sex it away. Yeah. But like I said, you got to address it. You got to address it so you can find peace. So you can accept what it is and move on. Yeah, so you can be content. Start seeing the positive. Yeah, no more living in the past. It's time to recover from regret. What's that Jay-Z song? When he speaks about, learning to live with regret. Sometimes we have to learn to live with our regrets. Yeah. And forgive ourselves too. Yeah, you got to forgive yourself. Like I said, Virgos, you got to stop beating up on yourself. You got to handle it gently. Handle yourself gently. Give yourself some love and some care, and get treatment for the things that you need to heal. Yeah. You can't keep beating up on yourself and trying to drink it away, sex it away, work it away. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting drugs too. Maybe even drugs, trying to, drug it away, numb it away. Yeah, you just can't numb it, because guess what? It's still gonna be there the next day. Yeah, you gotta heal it properly, and that starts with forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself and of other people. Yeah, and backing it up is the damn emperor. So there's definitely an older man here. I don't know. The emperor is all about fatherhood. So maybe there's some things you need to heal with the father, the grandfather, the brother, the uncle. I don't know. It's male energy, the husband. Like I said in the beginning, I picked up on a major gap of age. So, like I said, this could be an older spouse, an older lover. Yeah. That you need to forgive. Yeah. So that you can heal. But the emperor speaks a lot about fatherhood. It speaks a lot about being the leader, the provider, the protector, being protected from any threat. Yeah. So Virgo, I feel like you are protected from any threat. Um, Shit. I feel like there's probably some type of man, some type of male energy that's protecting you from any threat. Let's go deeper with the emperor. Yeah. So let's see. Five of Cup, blame, victim, playing the victim. Yeah, it's time to stop playing the victim. It's time to stop playing the blame game. Stop playing the victim. Stop playing games. It's time for the games to stop. It's time for healing. It's time for forgiveness. Know that you are doing your best, learning from your mistakes. With the Emperor, it speaks about being protected from any threat. Yeah. Um, It speaks about wisdom. Yeah, this is an older man, wisdom, experience. An older man with wisdom, with experience, with authority, demands to be heard. Ooh. Uh, the breadwinner, the rock. Yeah, like I said, the emperor is the father. He's the breadwinner. He's the rock. Speaks about demand and respect. So I don't know, Virgo, maybe you're the breadwinner. You're the breadwinner. You're the rock, and you demand respect. It speaks a lot about status and power. We had a lot with status and power with the Seven of Wands and standing your ground. When it comes to your success. Yeah, it says conflict doesn't scare you. Conflict doesn't scare you. It speaks a lot about gaining wisdom, taking what you learn and passing it on. Yeah, I said in the beginning, in order to be successful, we have to be able to learn from each other, mentor one another. So yeah, Virgo, you definitely want to take what you've learned. I feel like you've been through some devastation, some hurt, and some pain. You have to take what you learn and pass it on. Yeah. Um, with the Chariot, it's time to move on. It's time to move on from, this hurt and this pain. It speaks a lot about having strength, having control, having willpower, being successful, taking action, determination, being brave, being a warrior. You have to fight. You have to stand your ground. That's what it all boils down to. You have to fight, Virgo. You have to stand your ground for victory. It speaks about control through will and mind, moving forward. This is not the time to be passive. This is not the time to be passive, to just think it's going to fall into your lap. You have to take action. Yeah. When challenges come, assert yourself. Be courageous. Be bold.